Welcome back, guys, to another live stream. My name's Mike, aka Decimal Punked, and we are back in Blender 5.0.1. Apologies for the last stream. I was not feeling too good towards the end. I don't know what came over me, but I'm feeling better now, so we're going to carry on where we left off. So, last stream we were working on the Atrium. I modelled this corner sofa, which looks pretty cool. I'm happy with it. Does the job, feels like furniture. It's got a nice emissive trim and this little section inside there. And we split it in two. As you can see over there, we mirrored the sofa in half. And we've got like a nice two-piece sofa in either side of the ship there. So what's left to model is a bench. I don't know why I've put a table. I'm going to delete that. So chairs, I think I can delete. I'm not going to add any more chairs. I don't want to... That red reference in the middle, that's the character height reference. So where I've got the blue circles, we're going to be doing some thin, cool looking tables with plant pots. Just some kind of simple plants. They'll probably be the same plant, and then I'll just rotate them to make them look not completely copied and pasted. Over this side here, we're going to be doing a table with a coffee machine and some cups. Just literally just a table with that. And then that will be this section done. And then depending how long that takes, I will probably model some of the maintenance. So let's crack on. So I think I'm going to do the plant pots first, get those done. So I'm just going to get rid of these little marks there. Now those numbers, guys, on the sector, that's how many loot balls are in that area. So this one is considerably smaller than the rest, so I don't want that to, I don't want to clutter it anymore, or else it could affect the player being able to move around that particular sector. So right, let's go in here. So we're going to add what we're going to do. So if I do the cylinder, I forgot to reset the cursor to world origin. 1 second, guys. Let's try that again, shall we? Right, how many do we want? We don't want this being too fancy. We'll just go for... You know what, we'll go for 10. I'm sorry, guys. It was a little bit nippy yesterday. We've had snow in the UK yesterday as well. Okay. Right, I feel... That's a nice height for a... Ooh, maybe that's a little bit too tall. Okay. I think that'll do for the height. So now we're going to scale inwards. Actually, if we go for... yeah, that'll do. And then we're going to add a few cuts here. I don't know why I did that, to be honest. Why was I trying to be... why did I do that? That looks nice. I could potentially do this all in one. SM. I'm gonna call it table plant. Got quite a lot of tries. That's freaking huge! Oh my god. You know what? Let's just redo that. Give me one sec, guys. That was just a bit too detailed. I do apologise. I do apologise. Sorry guys, that was just way too detailed. Way too detailed. Considering the sofa is about 267 tries and that plant pot table thing was getting a bit crazy, so That's looking pretty good, height-wise. Welcome to the stream. What we're going to do is we're going to do a similar process like we did the other day for the office plant. With this one, the office plant is over here. So I'm just going to go for a spiky looking plant, something fairly simple. So we're going to do some cuts. We'll do 6 cuts. Right, I need to jot down the things that I'm about to do. So, inset, oh, no, not 5. Go inset 3. And then scale Z 0.5. And then we're going to extrude 5. So I'm jotting down these adjustments because once I've got the adjustments done, I'll be able to quickly replicate the process for the other ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to move that up GZ, let's go GZ 10. And I'm just going to scale it to scale X8, and then extrude 5. Actually, let's go 10. Extrude 10. And then we're going to want to rotate that 45. GZ minus 4. Extrude 4. Extrude 10, scale to 0, GZ minus 15, GZ minus 15. And look at that, very nice. Looks like a leaf. So I'll do the same for this side. So now that I've jotted down my adjustments, this should be quite quick. So inset 3, scale Z 0.5, extrude 5, GZ 10, scale X 8, scale X 8, extrude 10, GZ minus 4, extrude 10, scale 0, GZ minus 15. And then we can come up here. So inset 3, scale Z.5, extrude 5, GZ 10, scale X8, extrude 10. Oh shit. Sorry. So we've done the inset, scale Z.5, extrude 5, GZ 10, scale X8, scale Y8, extrude 10, GZ minus 4, extrude 10, scale 0, GZ minus 15. There we go. And we'll do the same here, so that's going to be on the x-axis by the looks of it. So inset 3, scale Z.5, extrude 5, GZ 10, scale X8, scale XX8, scale Y8, extrude 10, GZ minus 4, extrude 10, scale 0, GZ minus 15. Well, this is looking like a pretty cool plant, guys. I want one. Inset 3, scale Z.5, extrude 5, GZ 10, scale X8, extrude 10, GZ minus 4, extrude 10, scale 0, GZ minus 15. Ooh, which one should we go for? Probably go for that one, I reckon. So inset 3, scale Z.5, extrude 5, GZ 10, scale X8, extrude 10, GZ minus 4, extrude 10, scale 0, GZ minus 15. And then probably do one there, I reckon. Inset 3, scale Z.5, extrude 5, GZ 10, scale X8, extrude 10, GZ minus 4, GZ minus 4, extrude 10, scale 0, GZ minus 15. Yeah, we'll do one more there. So inset 3, scale Z.5, extrude 5, GZ. Oh, sorry. Scale Z.5, extrude 5, GZ 10, scale X8, extrude 10. What is going on there? Extrude 10, GZ minus 4, extrude 10, scale 0, GZ minus 15. Right. Now, what I'm going to do for this one... I know what I'm going to do for that one. I'm going to make the plant look... I know what I'm going to do. Right, inset 3, scale Z.5, extrude 5. Sorry, extrude 5, GZ 10, scale X8, no, scale Y8, extrude 10, GZ minus 4, extrude 10, scale 0, GZ minus 15. And what I'll do is I will get these verts and basically just doing that. You do get that in plants where they have that kind of husk as they're coming out, so yeah, that looks good. 464 tries. I am pretty happy with that, guys. Nice, simple plant. Very happy with that. Let's just delete the bum. Saved on 3 tries there. And then there we have it. That did not take long at all. It'll give a bit of greenery as well to this environment, guys. Let's have a sip of my coffee. Coffee's the rocket fuel. For those of you that have tuned in and were around earlier, I do apologise about having to shoot off. Something came over me, and I don't know if it's the weather, I don't know if it's something I've eaten, but I was not well earlier. Okay. Now I believe I've got a material called foliage. Yes, I do. Perfect. All right, so I'm gonna make this vase like a I'm gonna make it like reflective, I think, because everything's got a blue theme in here. Right, what colour are we going for on the... I'm feeling metallic blue, you know. Oh. I could give it the same colour? Or is that going to be too much blue? You know what? I don't think there's any... I was going to change the colour of the crates to fit the room, but we've got a lot of blue. Like each area, like over in the office, like it's very golden and yellow. Over here, there's a lot of blue. I don't mind the plant pot being yellow. I don't mind that, because I know yellow and blue is a good combo. And I was going to change the colour of the crates. So you had blue crates, yellow crates, and I just thought, you know what? Don't overcomplicate it. Why would you have different coloured crates? Like, if there's crates on a ship, they would tend to be the same colour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new one, and I think there's one for plant pot. Plant pot yellow. So I'm just going to select that. And then have I got one for stem? I do. Okay. So let's go here. If I just turn on wireframe, if we select those, and if I just give that foliage, and then what I want to do is deselect. I want to deselect, so we just basically want the middle stem. Think, yeah, that'll do. So now assign a new one and give it stem. Lovely! How long did that take? Call that 35 minutes? Oh, I love that. Super happy with that. That looks really nice. Let's put on the, what did I label it as? SM table plant. 461 tries. I mean, that does look quite pretty, I would say. So if I, what am I going to do? Let's duplicate that, move it to backup. Ooh. I just wanted to get a feeling for space. That's a lovely height, actually. Okay. Turn off the ceiling. So what we're now going to do is we're going to dupe that and just move that over there. And then move one down there. And one there. And then we're going to rotate 90, rotate that 180, rotate that 260. Just so we've got just a slight different positioning of the plant. And then just to make sure the player doesn't kind of get too stuck on it. -30. That feels really nice. Look at that planet! Oh, ominous. I love it. Very nice. Okay, so we've got the plant pots. That feels nice. That feels like a really nice atrium area. We've got the water dispenser over here. Over here. Yeah, it feels nice. That feels really nice. Okay, so atrium, tool table with plant pot done. Turn the ceilings off. Have a sip of my coffee. Okay. So I'm not changing the colour of the crates in the atrium. Okay. I am going to have to, basically guys, on the lootables, the open ones, what the open ones are, this is basically when the player has looted them. So you'll notice these are blue, these are yellow. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to need to label SM locker Y for yellow, because then what I can do in Unreal, when the player opens one, we can check the name, and if the string equals, you know, SM locker Y, we know that we need to have the yellow open lootable. So that's the way we're going to control changing the static mesh from closed blue to open blue instead of closed blue, open yellow. So I only need to do that for the lockers. I'm not changing the colour of the crates. I don't want to have yellow lockers in here as well. I mean, I'm happy keeping the yellow lockers over there. I'm keeping the crates the same yellow. I do not want to have blue crates. Just have one type of crate, you know, just keep it simple. Alright, what are we doing next? So, table, coffee cup, and cups. Okie dokie. Doesn't need to be that big. Okay. I guess we'll just make like a table that covers that area, and then we'll make like a big looking coffee machine, and then we'll have some cups on the table, and yeah, that will basically be the coffee machine. So that's the last, I would say, the last prop: table, coffee machine, and cups, and then that's the atrium done. 46 minutes into the stream, so let's put the cursor to the world origin. We're going to best shape for this one. Probably if I did a cube. Is that too big for a bloody coffee table? Jesus. It feels quite big for a coffee table. Right, so what we're going to need to do is have a couple of cuts in the middle. I want to have a smooth kind of corner. We can lower this down, guys, don't worry. Um, Let's think about this. If I do my... Are we going to have 4 legs, or are we going to have... If we get the smoothed edges first, and then we can extrude the legs out. So if I subdivided it, go 6 cuts that way, 6 cuts that way. Oh, well, that's annoying. .5 on the edge slide. Okay. So now we're gonna put in the legs. So legs, I'll probably do. Yeah. Insert 5. Okay. Table. What color would we have it? We could give it a blue trim, white surface. I don't really feel like I want to change that anymore. One second. It's just a simple table, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. I love those plant pots. That did not take long at all to do those, did it, guys? Right, so what was I saying? If we go marble white and then turn off So we want to get the trim. So that is the trim going all the way round. I feel like I just want to give it the metallic blue. And then keep the top part white. Sorry, one sec guys, my vape's run out. Okay. So that surface is nice and shiny. That's kind of what you'd get on tables, certain table surfaces. The legs. Would it be too much if I actually, you know what, instead of going metallic blue legs, what I'm going to do is we're going to see how it looks with the blue. So if I give it blocker body blue, but copy that and call that table body Atrium table body base. I'll call it legs. Is that touching? Okay. What I want to do is I want to keep it within the thingy there. Just so it wasn't on the going over the trim. I know in one or two places it does, but yeah. So I would say I'm happy with that as a table. We got the blue, same blue colour that's I think used on the table as well as the lockers. It's a nice little basic table. I can tick that one off of the list. Oh, fudge cake, sorry. Right, what are we going to do next? If I'm just going to have a big coffee machine and a load of cups. I'm not going to make it fancy. I'm not going to have loads of different cutlery. I'm just going to have a load of cups. Right, I've not modelled a cup before. Oh, have I? 1 second. I don't think I've put a backup Atrium table. Here we go. Let's make a coffee cup. Alright, 10 will do. Now what I could do is I could model it this size and then scale down. Right, so for a coffee cup, what we're going to want to do is we scale the base first. It's 0.6, and we'll scale that to point. Actually, no, we'll leave that like that. Where's the x-axis? Oh, it's all the way over there. Okay. I've not done it this way before. What's going on with that one? Doesn't like that, does it? So if I don't have the twist on, let's try it with seven cuts instead. Why is it going inwards? I wonder if it's because I've not deleted them. No, I think I know what the problem is. 1 second, guys. Sorry, it's adverts. Jesus Christ. There we bloody go. Jesus Christ. So I just had to extrude the face. I had to extrude the faces off. I mean, that's a pretty straightforward cup, isn't it? That handle, why does that look so big? I mean, that's a pretty straightforward cup, isn't it? 200 tries, quite a few tries, but we had to do the cup there in order to put on the handle. Okay. So... Might scale it down just a smidge. Okay, am I gonna... I feel like if we had yellow cups that would be nice. There's a lot of blue in this room, so... if I made the cups yellow... Have I copied one of those? I don't think I have. Now, I remember there was one for was to randomize. There we go. That's not very random, is it? That is not very random rotation. Why is the coffee cup up there? What are you doing up there, dude? Dude! Why are you all the way up there? You're taking the biscuit. Okay, time for the coffee machine, and then the atrium is basically done. What I do need to do is just go through after that and I just need to relabel the lockers as lockers blue. Okay. Oh my god. Right, I'm just gonna have a sip of my coffee. We're doing pretty good on time though. Coffee cup, coffee machine. Alright, let's just go for it. Oh, no, no, no. Wait, did I remove the... Hold on. Did I remove the buns? Oh, I did. Good. I couldn't remember. Okay, coffee machine. Alright, it needs to be a suitable scale for the, 1 second. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this. And then we're going to cut that. Probably about there. Right, I know I know we've got an inside face. Just in there. Right, but be careful here. Is a coffee cup going to fit under that? I need to make it bigger. Okay. Oh, that'll fit, yeah. Okay. Right, so... Why have I done that? Why did I put a shark spike on it? That just looks stupid. Why did I do that? You can always overdo it, you know. Coffee machine. Bosh. Let's give it some panels. Sorry, guys. Oh, Jesus. Right, remember we do have an inside face. That's the back of that one, so I should. Okay, that'll be fine. Right, light there, light there. Right, we need a panel for the buttons, so if I if I inset this by, I don't know, 20, scale Z, 5. What the fudge have I done to that? It's coming out really funny. It's because I've kind of... You can see the shape there, guys. Really any easy way to put these buttons. Right, let's have a sip of the coffee and just think about this. Damn. That's such a weird angle. Okay, I guess one option we've got here is to just select the verts. Should we just give this like some some lights? I don't know why I feel like I'm over complicating it. Hmm. For fuck's sake. Oh my god, dude. Right, individual individual origins. Hmm. Okay, I've got an idea. If I do these as You little buggers. Oh. No, that's not right. Why is it not just moving flush? This is a pain in the arse. You would have thought as you move that around, like, why is that not? This is so annoying. I've literally ticked on the box, 2 different boxes, rotate and line rotation to target. Individual origins. Oh, this is so annoying. Snap to same target. You really don't want to play ball tonight, do you? I've got 3 little buttons for a coffee machine. And you're just being a bit of a bastard, really. I've got the pivot point, the center of origin is literally set to literally right in the middle where that face is. So why is it not playing ball? Oh, it's just like you just want to pull your hair out. You know what? Let's just try one button. If I can get one button to do it. Then we can just dupe it. Please play ball. I don't understand the settings here. Face, center, medium. I mean, it's rotating. Oh, hold on. No, that's still... So, if I was to move it around here, you would expect that to to move, but it's not. Line rotation to target. Rotation to target. Sorry about this, guys. I'm having a bugger with this. Oh. I mean, maybe that's the best I'm going to get it, guys. Maybe that is the best I'm going to get it. It does look like it is doing it. Might not be perfect, but...
working.
Thank you for the adverts, YouTube. I think that's the best we're going to get it, guys. I mean, it's ever so slightly in there. I have a feeling though there'll be some Z fighting on that. Like if I come out. It's just not, it's not a completely flat what should I do? Should I just ditch the buttons? Have I just wasted a load of time trying to put buttons on? You know what, just get rid of those buttons. If we have the panel like that, wanting to go that way, is it? We could just give that like the monitor reflection. I've wasted enough time trying to get buttons working on that. Okay. Sorry guys, I feel like I wasted a load of time making that coffee machine. Okay, so we're going for... I'm going to go for chrome. And then we're going to have... we're going to have some sections that are black. So first off, that bit is a monitor. So we'll borrow the monitor screen. Right, which bits are going to be black? So that's chrome. Okay. We're going to have an emissive light going across here and here. So if I keep the top bit chrome, if I make this bit here black, black, so emissive, chrome, I'll make that black as well. So chrome, light, black, chrome, no, light, black, light, black. Okay. We're doing the base as chrome. Okay, let's just... Alright, let's put on the emissive light then. So, going there. Now what I should be able to do is, that should have highlighted all of those. And then we're going to add a sign. Oh my god, what was it called? Sofa. I'm going to copy sofa emissive. And I'm going to call that coffee machine emissive. Assign. Interestingly, that doesn't seem to be... Let's go for that. Okay. Right, we need to cheat that. Move the back up. Hide the back up. Yeah, I think that will do. I think that will do. It's a simple, low poly coffee machine. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Let's come out of shading. Sip the coffee. I think what I'm going to do is... Bear with me, guys. Let's put the ceiling on. Oh, wow. Okay, this feels cool. Okay, this feels cool. Okay, I'm very happy with that. That looks great. This looks fandabadozy. Perfect. Okay, I'm happy. Right, let's... What do I need to do? I need to rename the lockers to locker blue. So... we can minimize the props folder. So if I just go to these lockers, right, so lockers 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1, 6 is a blue one. So 5 is a yellow, which means these ones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we want to rename that to SM Locker Y closed. So save, we're going to go to batch rename, selected, replace with SM Locker yellow closed. So static mesh locker yellow closed. If I click OK, oh, you're joking. No. Change. SM locker yellow closed. Static mesh locker Y closed. SM locker Y closed, which means these ones are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. Right, so we get these ones. So there's 6 in total, and there's 5 over there. Batch rename. So this is going to be not Y, it's going to be B for blue. Okay. So we have static mesh locker blue, static mesh locker yellow. So now what we need to do is, if we just go one of those, locker body blue. So we should have, yeah, locker body blue, locker body yellow. Okay. So now in the open, we're not changing the barrel, because the barrel, guys, this is the barrel. I'm not changing the colour. The barrels only appear in the maintenance. Okay. The crates, I'm not changing the colour. They're just going to stay yellow. But I want to have different coloured lockers for the different coloured areas. So that's static mesh locker yellow open. So what we do is we go in here and we do Y open. So static mesh locker Y closed, static mesh locker Y open. So what we need to do is dupe that, sorry, and we're going to call this B open, and then we're going to go into the shading tab. So this is B open, so on that, we're just going to change that to locker body blue. And there we have it. Save. Come off of that. Why have I got pain in my arm? Oh. And if I was just to turn these ones on and off, you see there, guys? Now the reason why I've done this is because in the Unreal Engine, when the players opened a locker, we need to change the static mesh to the open version. And with there being different coloured lockers, we don't want them opening a blue locker and then changing to a yellow open locker, which is why I've just gone to the effort of renaming the blue and the yellow lockers and creating a blue variant of the open locker like so. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm pretty sure that's the atrium done then, guys. Let's just do it one more time. So we'll just click off of there. We'll do shift tilde, fly in. So we've got the blue lockers, got a nice table, the coffee machine, and it's got the emissive glow around the top there. And yeah, lockers, sofa. So we've got two-seater sofa, we've got corner sofas, and the potted plants look quite nice. We've given them different rotations so they're not all just completely in the same position. And as you can see, space for the player to run around. It's that, yeah, there's movement space there. This is going to be a lot of fun. That's pretty much how I imagine this place to be. It's like a meeting place of commune. Grab a coffee, have a seat, have a chat kind of thing. So that is the atrium done. It's, where is the time gone? It's nearly 2 in the morning. So I think I'm going to call the stream there, because obviously I did a stream earlier working on the atrium, and then I got a little bit ill, so I had to stop the stream mid-progress with the atrium. But that's the atrium done. All that remains, guys, if we come out of there, and if I turn the ceilings off, all we have to do is to model the middle component that the player will escort the creatures to, which will be just like an evacuation type cylindrical pod thing. The science lab over here, we just need to model the plant life inside this container. A couple of benches, we'll put in the green lockers. We can have a couple of those barrels as well, because it will feel relevant being in the science lab. A couple of crates and just some vials and things. So very sciencey looking. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. So what we'll probably do next stream is we'll probably model the science bit first, and then looking at my list for science, I've got vertical tubes with liquid, alien tree, test tubes and racks, yellow vertical barrels. This area, the maintenance area, has cupboards, containers, and barrels. So these will have the same cupboards as the office and the atrium, but with the maintenance colour scheme. So cupboards, the containers will be the crates, and then it has the barrels, and then it's going to have a maintenance fan, and that's it. So there's actually not that much to it, but the maintenance fan's going to kind of go here. and that's meant to be like a. It's just meant to look pretty cool, because we've got the planet over there, and I can make the propeller blade spin in the Unreal Engine. So that's what we're aiming for. We're aiming to have this cool propeller blade just spin in the spot. So yeah, I will try and get back online tomorrow to model the last 2 sections, and then once all that's done, we will be able to start modeling the robots and the little creatures, and then I've got everything I need for the game, and we can jump into Unreal and start smashing out the AI behavior trees, the looting of the containers and things, and spawn rates and all the rest of that. So it's going to be quite fun. If you enjoyed the stream, guys, feel free to give us a follow on Twitch to stay up to date. And if you want to see any of my previous streams, go check out my YouTube below. I've got loads of videos for Unreal, Unity and Blender. And if you want to play any of the games I've made so far, I've got a link to my itch below as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next stream. Ciao.